New guest star, introduce yourself before we get any further into this game.
What?
Introduce yourself.
Hello.
You're our guest.
I am the ruler of Overcome Percy I-8.
Okay, well, what's your username? Okay, so we're in World 1 Vera Butro.
It's kind of funny how the game's already started and we're only about 25 seconds in.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now we're not even talking about the game. So, this is our special guest Ben, also known as soulcrystal on deviantART. So anyway, this is me finally getting around to playing an old favorite of mine, Super Mario Land, for the original Game Boy. Now, there's a bit of a story behind this game. Now, when I was at school, we were doing this little business project where we were selling scarves and candles, and my school colors were orange and black, so we had some scarves made with orange and black material, and they sold really well. And basically in this project we all had different positions, and I was like in the marketing division, so I came up with some advertisements and promotions and all that for it. And we actually earned a little bit of money for doing this project. And well, we didn't earn a lot of money. I earned like maybe $15 for the whole thing. So I ended up spending the money to get a second-hand copy of Super Mario Land, which in the past I had played, but I never actually owned because the only copies I ever did play was on a borrowed Game Boy from a friend. And this is going back like 1995, 96 approximately. The game came out in 1989, roughly about the same time the original Game Boy was released. So anyway, this is me playing it on the Game Boy Player, and for a long time I was having a bit of difficulty recording it because I felt the GameCube controller was partly to blame. So after some searching, I finally found a Game Boy Advance link cable and used the Game Boy as the controller, and this is the result. So getting back to the original gameplay, I never actually got past the third world when I used to play this game. It took me a long time to finally master finishing this game, and it took me, I'd say, probably a month or so after I bought this copy to finally.
And you sound like me when I was trying to do the Grandmaster Galaxy.
And I just noticed something that I didn't notice in any other Mario game. Or maybe this isn't possible, but I didn't know you could collect coins with fireballs.
Well,
they're called Super Balls.
Oh, Super Balls and...
Deadly V weapon.
Wow, perfect timing. Keith, you are such a jerk-ass for doing that.
That's actually a little...
Yeah.
I just love that joke from atop the fourth wall.
But yeah,
Jesus, my God.
But yeah, like those Super Bowls are. It even says in the manual.
Yeah. And by the way, a lot of the enemies are not even known as, say, Goombas or Koopa Troopas. They got different names. I think they're mostly Japanese names. And by the way, we're not even in the Mushroom Kingdom. We're in a place called Sarasaland, which is divided into 4 kingdoms and is ruled by Princess Daisy, who has apparently been kidnapped by an evil alien called
Tatanga.
Yep.
Yeah. Or Tatanga, however
I think it's Tatanga because it's supposed to be Japanese. I think the A's are pronounced as an ah sound.
Yeah. So pretty much as you're dodging the deadly thieves, oh my god, you're basically, I guess you're jumping across giant palm trees out in the desert, and if you jump on those Koopa things, they explode, kind of like a certain character.
Explode? That's what she said.
Oh, you'll see. You'll see. So I think they're called Nokobons in the game, and I think they're renamed Bombshell Koopas. This game was originally released in 1989, but then I guess it was also re-released again.
I don't think I've ever seen any kind of Koopa like that.
So now we're going into the first boss stage, so we're like in a pyramid. And some of these pipes do lead to bonus stages. There's piranha plants in them. Also, I just noticed one more thing. If you look closely at Mario's head, does it kind of look like he has a ponytail or something, or a mullet?
I don't know. That's a good question.
Well, compare this sprite to the original Super Mario Brothers. You'll notice that he looks a little bit different. In fact, on the cover, his overalls are the normal red and blue, the normal blue and red, whereas on the cover of Super Mario Bros. 2, they're red and blue, kind of like in the cartoon.
Weren't they originally red and blue?
I think, yeah, I think so. In the original Donkey Kong game.
As Peter Colm would say,
Well,
he got
anyway,
sick and tired of finishing second to that gorilla.
Yep. So anyway, the super balls can just bounce off the ceilings, the walls, take out enemies, even gather up coins. Now, I put this in black and white, but you can play it with color added, but it just doesn't look as good, so I just decided to put it in black and white. Oh yeah, there's sometimes like these little hidden elevators that you can ride up to, heads-up display. And
That's even more... I think that's even more nifty than, say, the key locks in Super Mario World.
Yeah. The only problem I can really think of with this setup is, for one, if you power down but still get the flower, you only become Super Mario. But even when you do have the fire flower, I'm gonna call it that because that's what it looks like. You can't always tell unless you use the attack. So for all you know, you could just be Super Mario and you wouldn't know it. Also, sometimes when he shoots the balls, doesn't it kind of look like he's shooting them from a kind of...
I'm gonna go into detail about that. Especially since you just scarred me for life with that Pokemon comic that you showed me.
Yeah. So anyway, I'm trying this little trick here where if you send the ball down there, it'll gather up the coins, but I guess it doesn't really work unless you move fast enough. But in there, if you're normal Mario, you can get a mushroom in there. So yeah, you break these blocks and sometimes there's items.
It's usually something you see in every Mario game.
And what, did you just die?
Oops. Yeah, I almost never screw up there, but I guess I got a little caught up in the moment that I did. So yeah, here's what happens when you're just normal Mario. Oh, watch out for those falling blocks. So this is what I'm talking about. So then you can get all these coins.
Blocks, my god.
Maybe that... Maybe you died with a ledge.
I think I just missed because, well, apparently... Well, maybe I did, I don't know. Well, basically, you see those four things there? They fall out if you stand on them, so that's probably what happened. But it might have been a glitch, I don't know. Normally, I don't die there. So anyway, now we're up against the first boss. I forget what its Japanese name is.
Yeah, it looks like one.
So,
Yeah, let's kill King Kphoria.
So anyway, you can either use the super balls to take it out, or you can just jump over and hit that switch.
Just
and
like the classic
self-destruct.
Mario games.
Pretty much, yeah. So we go to save the princess. Boy, that was a short game. Thank you, Mario. Oh, Daisy. But Daisy?
What, is that how they got the
Daisy?
idea to use Daisy as the damsel in distress in the Super Mario Brothers movie?
I think so. Well, Super Mario Land was done by a slightly different company that did the Mario Brothers games. So anyway, get used to that screen. Oh yeah, Muda. This has probably some of my favorite game music of all.
This place is called Muda. If it's Muda, I think it would have 2 Ds, so it's probably Muda. Makes sense for me because it's really giving me a really moody feeling inside. Haha.
Like I said, the overworld music is pretty cool and relaxing. So yeah, you gotta watch these pipes here. Like sometimes you gotta jump in them just right. Like there's one somewhere down the line. I won't spoil too much, but you gotta jump in at just the right time, and you gotta move in the right direction to get all the coins. Because if you don't, you're gonna miss all the coins, and you'll have to jump out. And you can't go back.
Man, I really hate. Man.
But yeah, this game is it is available for download on the Virtual Console. I highly recommend it. It's very fun, and it gives you the nostalgia, and it's a good game to kill an hour off if you really want. But and also there was a sequel that's well, we'll get to that later on. I plan to do a let's play of the sequel. And well, it's a bit of a here's that exploded coup.
For a bomb, it didn't really do much.
Well, trust me, if you stand too close to it, you can take
it acted like a dud cherry
killed.
bomb.
Yeah.
So anyway, just as a bit of a teaser, with the Super Mario Land 2 Let's Play, there's a bit of a history with me because Super Mario Land 2 is the actual first game I actually beat. first game I ever actually completed, because I finally got a copy of it in my own Game Boy when I was around 17, and it took me a while to finally finish the game, but it was well worth it, and that's pretty much what really got me started into games anyway.
So, you can just walk through those crevices.
Back to this. Oh yeah, it actually took me a while to figure that out, that you could actually run across those. I didn't know that at the time you could press the B button and run. I thought you had to jump or something to do that.
Did anyone else see a seahorse that shot a fireball? That's weird.
Yeah, those are pretty
That is
common.
so weird.
Yeah, unfortunately the Super Bowls don't work on
Pedro,
that.
since we haven't heard much from you throughout this game, what's your take on this game?
Well, I gotta say that I have like plenty of memories with this game, though. I mean, it's like, you know, my first ever like Game Boy game, and really gotta say that they changed they changed like, you know, so much things in this game, though, that I'm pretty glad Super Mario Land 2 was improved.
Oh yeah, it was. Well, if you make a comparison, this is like the Game Boy version of Super Mario Brothers. Super Mario Land 2 sort of follows up where Super Mario World left off. Because if you notice, the graphics have a lot of similarities to them. In fact, Super Mario Land 2 is one of the biggest and most complicated Game Boy games ever. In fact, I still remember actually seeing the original commercial when I was a kid. We were doing the "Obey me, Wario! I am your master. Mario."
Hey, are you talking about Super Mario World 2 6 golden coins?
It's Land, not World. Yeah, Super Mario Land 2 6 golden coins.
Mario game I ever owned. Yeah,
I don't even remember what mine was.
It was given to me from one of my mom's friends. I think, to be honest, I really sucked at it because I really didn't know what I was doing half the time. All I knew was, jump on enemies and you get to a goal. That was it.
Well, I have to say, it has some of the most advanced graphics I'd ever seen on Game Boy itself. In fact, in that game, when you get the fire power-up, you get a feather in your hat, so that way you know what power-up you even have. But we'll save comments on that game for when we get around to it. So anyway, we're going through the second world of Muda, so we're taking on some more enemies, including these robots called Mechabons. I think that's what they're called. So if you could actually, if their heads detach, you could actually just take out their heads, but then I think they regenerate. You have to take out the
They regenerate just like crabs losing their claws.
I see. Yeah, it's like I said, these, I forget, I can't pronounce half the names of these things, in Japanese, but, yeah, those seahorse things, they can get pretty annoying sometimes, because the Super Balls don't...
Yeah, especially if they get a sneak attack.
And here apparently there's a secret block you have to hit, and I'm trying to find it desperately. There we go.
It's sort of like how World 4-2 of Super Mario Brothers, how you have to find that path of secret blocks in order to get to the warp zone or whatever. No, the vine, that's what it was.
Yeah.
Sure, I always hate trying to find invisible blocks. It's like, oh come on, where is it? Where is it?
Oh, and that reminds me, the fastest speed run I saw of Super Mario Brothers, the person was able to beat it in 6.5 minutes.
Oh wow.
Impressive.
I'm not sure what the record for this game is. I don't think there are any warp zones in this game.
No, I saw someone do a speed run and not a single warp zone was used.
Oh, this is my favorite stage of all. This is called the Marine Pop. Now, for some strange reason I don't quite understand, is that when you get a mushroom, the submarine itself gets bigger.
That really doesn't make sense.
But still, I just love this stage. This is pretty much as far as I ever really got here.
It's because Super Mario says, screw science, let's just make it so that video game magic wins.
Yeah,
it's got a pretty catchy theme, too. Yep. It's got a pretty catchy overall theme, too. And, like I said, you get to shoot out torpedoes at all these fish enemies that come at you, and then there's these octopus that apparently have...
Oh, that reminds me, speaking of science, guess what I Speaking of Sonic, guess what I got as a birthday gift from my dad's mother tonight? The Big Bang Theory Season 1. And, I mean, Keith, Pedro, and Stalin all know I'm a huge nerd for that show, so it's no wonder why I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
How can it be that in the entire country of India there isn't one Outback Steakhouse? Oh look, Mario.
Here we go. Oh, watch this. Yeah. I've never actually gotten all the coins that spell Mario. That's a big challenge when you get that too. I'm sure somebody out there has, but it probably takes a lot
Especially
of
if the
practice.
screen is scrolling.
Yeah. Now, if you get stuck between those walls, you're dead. So here's the second boss. This one I always used to give me a bit of trouble because, yeah, I did beat it pretty easily. But like, this is going way back, like when I was a kid.
Is
or
that
something, but
horse giving birth to solar beams or something?
I don't know. Maybe. Okay, so we've beaten the second boss, so let's go rescue you. It's Daisy.
Apparently Mario
Okay.
breathed.
Thank you, Mario.
Again.
Oh, Daisy. Wait a minute. But our princess is in another castle. Oh, shit!
I remember you showed me a sneak peek of that for the original program that I was making.
Yeah. Yeah, well, that was just a joke I put in there. Basically what would happen is that octopus thing would have showed up. So we're in World 3 Easton and we're fighting flying...
Actually, it's Easter Island heads.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I thought that's where they got the east part from.
Yep.
Yeah, but like I said, years ago, this was about as far as I ever actually got with the game, probably because, well, at the time, Game Boy uses like four AA batteries, it drains them dry, the screen resolution wasn't the greatest, you could barely see it, and like I said, I was a real noob at games back
And you
then.
smart, apparently. No, I'm just kidding.
But, yeah. But trust me, it took a long time for me to master this game. I mean, well, to me, this is mastered. This is as good as I'm ever gonna get at it. I'm sure there's guys who are probably like 10 times better than me at this, but still, I'm just a casual gamer. But this game really has a place for me. It's one of my absolute favorites of all time. It has a real history with me. It has this nostalgic feel, and it's a very satisfying platformer. You just can't beat this really if you just want something just to jump around and play with
My
and keep
nostalgia
you
game
occupied.
has to be Sonic 3.
Sonic 3. I didn't happen to like Sonic 3 all that much for some reason. I don't know why, I just never did.
Yeah, it's amazing how in a Mario game we're talking so much about Sonic. Maybe when we're doing a Sonic
Keith,
Let's Play,
just be
we'll talk about
grateful
Mario
Stalin
games.
isn't here, because if he was here, we'd be talking about it, I think, twice or 3 times as much.
Yeah, and that would have been like around, what you would call it, the 135th time he referenced Stalin in a Mario game.
Damn it!
Yep.
Easter Island.
Also, there's like sometimes there's hidden items. Like there's supposed to be a 1-up in one of these areas. I'm just trying to remember where it was. But I remember the first time I was trying to do a Let's Play this, I had a hell of a time getting it done right. But I think it had something to do partly with my video recording. I think it was delayed or there was a lag in the actual footage, so it probably wasn't really the controller itself. Although I do find that the GameCube controllers for some of the older Game Boy games, it doesn't really handle them that well. It does handle the Game Boy Advance pretty
See,
well.
the only thing I miss about the first Let's Play we did, which was Kirby's Dream Land, I mean the first one you did, the only thing I missed was Stalin saying, Alea, your diaper's filled with poop. That's the only thing I miss about it.
Yeah, that one will be posted pretty soon. However, we're considering redoing the audio track on it because the audio wasn't that great in it. But technically, that was my very first Let's Play attempt. But that was just me getting started.
And we should be uploading. I think we're going to be uploading riff tracks soon because I mean, Stalin suggested we upload riff tracks by the time we get to around 25 subs, and we're only 2 subs away from that. So I think our first riff track is going to be the Super Mario Brothers movie, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, so believe me, I get quite outraged over that just because of how much that movie insulted me.
Well, again, I have to speak on its defense. It's not the greatest movie ever, but it's sure far from the worst movie ever.
Uh-oh, running out of time!
Oh yeah, I just realized that. Yeah, the music started speeding up and I started to get a little panicky. Yeah, so apparently, I didn't know at one time you had to ride on these rocks. I thought you had to dodge them, but no, apparently you ride on it, but they can do damage if you get hit by them. So you gotta time it just right.
Pedro, you crapped out.
What, do they have Lurk? Luck who's in the background?
See, I took a little damage, but I'm still going. I'm gonna make it.
Like, this game sure looks a lot easier than Gilligan's Island for the NES does.
I'm betting everything looks easier than that, and I haven't even played the game.
I don't know if you could say that about a very particular game I enjoy.
Oh, by the way, there was actually a comic book series based off the Super Mario Land game. It was called Game Boy, and currently there's 2 episodes of this on Linkara's Atop the Fourth Wall. I highly recommend you check them out. They're really funny because the comics themselves are just absolutely ludicrous. But it's a really funny story, and it's a really funny review. The first one, oops. Well, that's a bit of a spoiler. It, pretty much what happens is this guy has a Game Boy, he has a copy of Super Mario Land, and apparently the characters from the game somehow end up in our world. And Tatanga pretty much takes over a mall and uses this guy who's, well, kind of an asshole, to be honest. He basically has stolen a Game Boy from this shop he works at because he thinks he's entitled to it because he doesn't make that much money. And basically these 2 kids, they somehow bring Mario into the world. He fights Tatanga, sends him back to their world, etc.
Which movie is this?
But I highly recommend...
Oh, comic book, yeah. Oh, yeah, I think I remember what you're talking about.
Yes. Like I said, so far there's been 2 reviews. I'm not sure how many were actually made, but they are pretty funny, though. Just for the sheer ludicrous factor of it all. The second one, if you watch the first one, you think the first one was weird. The second one just really tips the scale.
Sure turns up the diarrhea dial.
Well, not really. It's just silly.
And to all you AVGN extremists, yes, I ripped him off. Get over it. I mean, I don't like the irate gamer, but even so, I like to rip off AVGN every now and then.
Oh, gotta rip off somebody.
I keep hearing the irate game, but I've never. Who is he exactly?
Who is that?
Well, just one of many angry people.
Wait, are you talking about irate gamer?
Yeah, I've never...
let's just say he's the worst AVGN playrist in the world. And I'm not saying that as an AVGN extremist, I just noticed he is the biggest AVGN ripoff on YouTube. That's all you need to know about him.
Yeah. But you know, this, a while back I sort of had an idea for us to try. You know how there's so many people who review video games? Well, who reviews the reviewers?
Who reviews the reviewers? Let's just say everybody, the whole audience does.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be ironic, you know. A
critic for critics.
Back to bulbs like this level.
Yeah.
If I could be the critic of anybody, I'd be the critic of the nostalgia critic. Just because it's a double win critic moment.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, well, it looks like Pedro sadly has had to back out of our commentary due to technical
He shall
difficulties.
return in the future, so don't you fans of him cry.
Yeah.
You better watch out. You better not cry. You
Don't
better
worry,
not
fangirls,
tell
he'll-
you why. Because
he'll
no
be
one
back.
cares about what you think.
So you'll just have to settle for me, Sam, and our special guest, Ben.
Benjamin, Benny, whatever you want to call him.
Yeah. Or the guy obsessed with ponies and sea dreads, as we like to affectionately call him.
I didn't catch
Just
all
kidding.
that.
So anyway, this part here is relatively hard, I have to say. You gotta time your jumps just right on these platforms, otherwise you're gonna fall to your death.
Diagonally, I can only assume they're difficult.
Uh-oh, because that rock again. Well, that's just it. You gotta sort of time yourself because they're moving away from each other. Also, you get these little platforms that drop as soon as you step on them. And, oh, good, we get one of these coin rooms again. I think you get enough coins in here, you can actually get an extra life with them. Which goes to prove that in the Mario world, money is life.
One of it in the everyday world.
Money can't buy happiness, but it can sure buy you an extra life.
People need money to survive. That describes the everyday world as well.
Sometimes I wonder if Mario even has a jump. Oh!
Oh!
I missed! I missed!
No! Try again.
I'm in a row.
And okay.
Ah!
Jeez. This is what I mean. This is when I was having a hell of a time with the first time. Well, it's like I said. I decided to redo it because I was getting the bugs out. It was partly because of the controls and also because of the coin settings.
I missed?
But yeah. Ah!
Oh, man.
I'm just gonna say, I missed every time you die now.
Man.
Yeah. Well, don't worry. I don't die too much. Besides, there's a few one-ups here that you can get to.
It actually did help.
And just like in Super Mario Brothers, you can't scroll backwards, you can only go forward.
I never really saw a point in that.
Well, the point of backtracking to me is to get stuff that you missed, so oh wow, you actually saved yourself.
Oh, that was a close one.
Yeah, I'm not even gonna finish what I'm saying. I think you can figure out what I was gonna say. Well, I'll just finish it anyway. I think the reason they had backtracking in Super Mario Brothers was simply because if you miss something, go back and get it, but in Super Mario Brothers, you don't have it, so I think either they didn't think to have it then, or it was just part of the challenge, I don't know.
Also, this is another thing. There's only 4 worlds in this game, so it's a relatively short game. But the thing is once you get game over, you have to start all over again. There is no backtracking, no level select. Well, this is because it's...
I missed.
Oh, man.
Yeah. So anyway, well, this is also because this was done in 1989, so video games still had some limitations. So that's basically it. But as they progressed and got better, they had battery backup saving, so... And here we come up to the third boss, who's probably using the most effective and innovative form of attack ever.
I don't even want to give a suggestion.
Well, you ever see an episode of Batman animated called Almost Got Him, where several villains are having a game? Well, he's pretty much resorting to the same attack approach that killed. Oops.
Oh, I missed.
Yeah, basically, he's resorting to the same super advanced method of attack called throwing rocks. That's basically it. He just throws rocks at you. It's kind of like I missed. Like I said, it's like I said. I mean, normally I'm really good at this game, but I think it's partly because I was sort of caught up at the moment, trying to put on a good show, and but still. So anyway, as I was saying before about this episode, there's that villain Killer Croc, and he's talking about how he almost got Batman, and he says, "I threw a rock at him."
You just faced right through him. Oh wait, no, you had a mushroom.
Well, yeah, you can do that. You can power down and still get past him. Normally, I think that's pretty much the only way you can get him, or you can use the super balls, but that usually works too. So, thank you, Mario. Okay, are you really Daisy this time? No, you're not. You're some spider thing jumping away. Damn it,
where's Daisy? She probably got locked in the closet by R. Kelly.
No, she's hanging out with Luigi.
Yeah. Luigi's not even in this game. Which is ironic when you think about it. Oh, World 4 China. See, this is what I was talking about. You gotta time it just right, otherwise you miss all those coins, so... Oh well. Try again next time. Now, this world has gotta be probably the most challenging in a way. Because there's enemies in here that even if you jump on them, they'll come back. The only way to truly defeat them...
I like how there's bamboo in the background.
Oi! You know,
well, it does, well, the theme music of this overworld, the overworld theme of this, does sort of have like an Asian, probably Japanese, theme to it. Oriental, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, see these guys here, they jump around. If you jump on them, they'll regenerate, so... Yeah,
I really hate enemies who come back from death. This is especially a problem in Pikmin 2. Mostly because the enemies that did it were a menace. Despite all bears, and my least favorite, well, one of them, the Gatling Gnorcs.
It's sort of like how in the new Super Mario Brothers games, where in the DS version, once a dry bone's head falls into the lava, it won't come back, but they altered... Oh, I missed, but like I was saying, when they altered that for new Super Mario Brothers Wii 3 years ago, they did so that even if the dry bones' head falls into the lava, he'll still come back.
That just doesn't make any sense.
I guess they're going to say Bowser's invincible, and so are his minions.
I guess so. Well, they're technically zombies. But, we'll get to that some other time. But anyway, where was I? So anyway, yeah, these enemies, if you jump on them, they come back. But if you use the Super Ball, they're finished. So, also there are some secret passages and pipes, and not all of them lead anywhere. Some of them do, but it's kind of hard to find. Plus, you got these piranha plants popping out at you.
So it's like, oh, this one doesn't go anywhere. This one doesn't go anywhere. Is the next one gonna go anywhere?
Well, the diagonal platforms are the most annoying ones because they move up and down and they move side to side the exact same moment.
Oh yeah, that's what I mean. That's what makes it so difficult. Also, if you notice there, when you're hitting that block, you can take out the bullet bill or bullet biff. I think it's called in this game. Yeah, and you can jump on them, which is kind of strange. Which reminds me of this video I saw where the bullet says, bad for me when he jumped down, but I bad for him when he jumped up. Be a bullet! He should be bad no matter how bad that jump.
I once met Uncle Dan Bill, and he had quite a bullet down in his pants.
I just made that one up on comment.
Freeze, and then not move until the Mario looks away.
Yeah, this is what I'm talking about. These platforms, it looks easy, but it's not. See how they're moving away from each other? You gotta time it just right. See, I'll jump off for a second, and hopefully it'll sort of reset, and I can retime myself. See, there we go. And then you got these things. Now you gotta really fast here, because they drop. So
gotta go fast.
You touch them. Don't go.
Yeah, because I know that TV show was horrible.
Okay, how in the world did that enemy face through a pipe?
I don't know, plot convenience.
Let's just say Turbo hacked into this game just like Sugar Rush, and he completely destroyed the program.
Maybe it was something that didn't work out. I mean, this is an old game.
Well, yeah, it's almost 20 years old.
Yeah,
so
sometimes they don't see all the bugs, and then there's some that don't get taken out.
Well, like I said, this game was originally released in 1989, so yeah, it's pretty much over 20 years old by now. Well, like I said, the copy I have is like a slightly newer version that was probably released like in the early 90s or so, but it's still pretty old.
You said this was released in 1989, right? Yeah. That would make it either 22 or 23 years old. Ouch.
Yeah, ouch is right. So now we gotta get... This is another thing, every time you get near the exit, the gateways here, or whatever you call them, the bonus stage, it actually gets a little bit harder each time to get to the top when you get to the bonus stage. And pretty much you want to get to the bonus game, because you're going to need all the one-ups you can get.
I don't even call it a bonus game. If they automatically hand you stuff regardless of how you stop the ladder, they might as well just call it bonus giveaway.
Well, it depends on when you stop the ladder, because you can either get a power flower, or you can get 3 lives. The best to get probably would be the 3-up, because then you can rack up.
Well, even so, you're getting rewarded regardless of how well or poorly you did, so it's not even a game.
I guess so.
I missed.
That's what I was talking about. Yeah, so basically those are suicide bomber Koopas, I guess you could call them. So I guess this is probably where Ahmed probably first started.
No, I think Ahmed started out in Bowser's Castle Bells.
I think those plants are called Patooies.
I don't think so. I think that's a different one. That's in Super Mario Bros. 3, but I forget what these ones are called. Most of the enemies in this game have like Japanese names that I don't think were ever really translated. Oh yeah, you might notice a few frames sort of freeze and pause, but other than that, that's just because of the cat.
What was that? Was that a giant caterpillar or something? Oh, it was a snake.
That was a snake.
A real happy snake, if I do say so myself.
Must have had some spicy meat.
So, that's some spicy meatballs!
I'm saying meat because snakes are carnivores.
I know, that's what I just said, spicy meatballs. That's
Oh man, you are dirty.
Mamma mia, that's a spicy meatball!
I
Yeah,
said
you
it's
have
kind of
one
one of
too!
the oldest jokes I've ever heard.
It is! Yeah. You have the power of my paws!
Oh man, speaking of meat,
Oh yeah, this part really drove me nuts when I first played the game. These base things that are stinging around, they're kind of hard to dodge sometimes. You gotta jump just the right
reminds me of those discs I saw in Super Mario Advance 4. Yeah, I can't even kill them with the Hammer Brother power.
Oops. Look at that.
Oh, you start. Don't
I think I did that deliberately so I could get the... Yeah, and that's another thing. Sometimes when you restart, some of those things just disappear in the first frame there, but... Yeah, pretty much I'm trying to get that star, man. So like I said, it's a little tricky. This is, and like I said, the first time I played this game, I didn't know you could run it, that you could press the B button to run, so I had a hell of a time getting through this part. We'll see why in a minute. Not the platforms, that's the hard part. It's coming up, you'll see. There's that snake again. And there's the Ahmed. That's what I'm gonna call them. Terrorist Koopas or suicide bombers. Oh, what the hell? Why was I standing there for?
Wow.
Jeez. Listen, man, they gotta time this just right too. If you don't, if he runs right,
Oh,
I
I
missed.
missed.
Try again. This is why you gotta rack up so many one-ups, because it does get pretty... See, this is what I'm talking about. See how you gotta run across those? I didn't know that for a long time, and I just had a hell of a time getting through that. But then I finally figured it out. I didn't even have the instruction manual. This is a second-hand
I guess
copy.
we were all like that at one point. We just don't know how to do certain things, so we didn't even know you could do it.
Yeah. Okay, so we're finally coming up to the final stage now.
Now we
Timer
fight the
went
big
up.
bad.
Okay, now we're in the Sky Pop. And it's just like the Marine Pop, only it's an airplane. We're apparently dodging chickens with
Hey,
helmets.
can you do a barrel roll?
Yeah. Insert wah-wah noise here. Do a barrel roll! Unless you got these enemy pilots shooting bullet bills at you. And you can get one-ups and mushrooms and these blocks in the sky. So basically what you're doing, we're going up to the, well actually there's two boss fights in this part at the end. I'm not going to spoil too much what it is, but... So we got the one-up part. So now I'm going to try to get the star, man.
I swear.
Let me dodge these damn that chicken!
There's one thing I've always
now we
hated
get the
in
star,
platformers, it's the scrolling levels.
Oh yes, they are really, they're almost
Oh,
merciless
yeah.
sometimes. And especially with what's coming up in a minute, like, I call this the Sky Maze, because that's kind of what it is. Because if you fall behind, you're gonna get crushed
Like a
into
pancake.
these walls. So you gotta keep moving. Plus you got enemies coming at you, and, oh good, here's some coins again.
You're rich!
That's a fall. You're rich! So I just keep firing away instinctively, but even though there's really no enemies coming. But yeah, you gotta keep your eyes open and you gotta keep moving in this stage. It looks simple, but it's not. You gotta really keep your wits about
Looks like Mario's clogging up the toilet line.
Yeah, he's doing a commercial for
Why do they have spikes on the other side of a wall? There's absolutely no way of getting in. I swear, sometimes I feel like the villains can't even design a good base.
Look, now we got giant fist. Okay, now we're up to a cloud shooting chicken.
If those were giant fists, were those Cloud selling those chickens to Mephisto?
Maybe. So let's keep shooting the cloud. Okay, took out the cloud, now we're up against Tatanga finally, so... And in case you didn't notice, I did power down, so now this is extremely dire, because if you get hit by those things, you're finished. Pretty much the only way you know you're actually getting a hit on them, I think you gotta listen closely to the explosion noises. Yeah. Yeah, basically you just see, yeah, that's it. But I remember the first time I was trying to record a Let's Play, I couldn't get past him. I used up all my lives trying to beat him, but here I did just like that. Okay, oh Daisy, thank you, Mario. I am Daisy! So, I hope Peach isn't watching this, you cheeky bastard. Your quest
is over, and you just walk away from the text.
Wow.
And Mario jumps into his little spaceship. I think it's called the Astropod. I don't know what it's really called, but that's what I call it. And we have our end credits coming up. So basically, Mario takes Daisy back to wherever it was.
She came from another universe.
Yeah, I'm not sure what exactly Peach and Daisy's relationship is. I think unofficially they're cousins, or they might just be friends. I have yet to really read their official release. What do you guys think?
I have no idea.
Neither would I.
And then, a little bit of trivia. Daisy didn't appear again until Mario Tennis for the N64, so she was away for quite some time. In fact, I think only outside of the comic book series that was made, Daisy pretty much was almost forgotten, if you think about it. In fact, in the comics, she was blonde and her crown was red for some reason, but now she's like a redhead or brunette or whatever.
I think she's a brunette.
Yeah. So pretty much Tatanga wants to marry her, but she's not interested in him. That's basically it. So basically Tatanga was Super Mario Land's Bowser pretty much. In fact, Tatanga does do a cameo appearance in Super Mario Land 2 as a boss. But we'll get to that
was that in Spaceland, I believe?
And here's the end.
I swear, it took me so long just to figure out how to get up there. I did not know the upper goal was the one I needed.
So, any final thoughts
The game was pretty interesting, I have to admit.
Yeah, it was, and this is where I have to call it a night, so I'll see you later.
Alright.
Okay, so thanks for watching, and tune in for future uploads by myself and the Erling Centric dudes, and hope Christmas goes well for you, and we'll see you next time.